Hi! Today we're going to go over 1015 chapter 2.5, the inverse of linear functions. And we'll just hop right into it. We've already talked about inverse in previous videos, so if you've missed those, it might be useful to go check those in. I'm just going to show you what Lumen might be expecting. We want to graph the inverse of the linear function shown in the graph below. I'm going to start by doing this. So we have negative 2, comma 0, and we have 0, comma negative 1. Now we can flip these points to negative 1, comma 0, and 0, comma negative 2, and we can graph those. So 0, negative 2 right here, then negative 1, 0 is right here. And then you can connect those 2 points. And in Lumen, you'll just draw it and it will do it for you. It's all nifty, nifty difty. Yeah, so yeah, that would be it. Graph the inverse of the linear function shown in the graph below. Now I'm going to do the method that I typically do. It has a x-intercept of 2, so our y-intercept is going to be 2. And it has a y-intercept of negative 0.5, so it's going to have an x-intercept of negative 0.5. And then that will make your graph for you in Lumen. Graph the inverse function of f of x equals 1/3 x minus 3. So y-intercept is minus 3, so we'll start there. We'll go up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3. Boom. Easy as that. Oh, no, that's the normal function. You don't graph that. My bad. But it's good to have this so we know. What you could do if you don't want to draw a whole new graph, but I think it can be useful. But we know we'll start at negative 3 for our x. So we have y equals 1/3 x minus 3. What we can do is we can replace the x's and the y's and then solve for y again. So x equals 1/3 y minus 3. And then we'll add 3 to both sides. So x plus 3 equals 1/3 y. Then to get y by itself, we'll multiply by 3 on both sides. So 3x plus 9 equals y. And so we know that our we have a plus 9 over here. Plus 9. And then let's say we want to know what it is for negative 1. We'll plug in negative 1 for x. That gives us 6. So negative 1 and 6. And that still doesn't reach the top of the graph. So let's say negative 2. That gives us 3. So negative 2, 3. This is our inverse. Boom. Boom. Yeah, so this is the inverse of our function. It's kind of a weird one to deal with. Basically, you want to find a new equation. You swap the x's and the y's, and that will help you find the new equation for the inverse. And I think that it deals with that in a future problem. We'll see. Graph the inverse of the linear function, negative x plus 5. Let's do that. Y equals negative x plus 5. X equals negative y plus 5. X minus 5 equals negative y. Divide both sides by negative. Negative x plus 5 equals y. Wait a minute. Oh. Hold on. What did I just do there? Is it the same? Give me a second. Okay, yeah, it's crazy. It's weird right now. We are doing this right. So here is the basic graph. And then if we were doing it the way that I typically do, we know that the x-intercept is 5. So we'll make it the y-intercept. And the y-intercept is 5, so we'll make it the x-intercept. So the graph is actually exactly the same. And that feels really weird because it feels like the inverse should be something crazy. Very different. So the actual thing will still be f of negative 1 x equals negative x plus 5. That's kind of crazy, kind of cool. I didn't remember that it could do things like that. Find the inverse of the linear function. So we'll have y equals x minus 12. X equals y minus 12. X plus 12 equals y. So yeah, f of negative 1 x equals x plus 12. Boom, there you go. Find the inverse function of f of x equals 3x minus 7. So y equals 3x minus 7. That will give us, also I guess maybe for colorblind people, we'll do y equals 3x minus 7. So x equals 3y minus 7. X plus 7 equals 3y. X divided by 3 plus 7 divided by 3 equals y. So you can do 1/3 x minus, plus 7/3 equals, hold on. Oops. Because we actually want to put the f of, oh, it already has that there, so we're good. Yeah, that covers this video. It's kind of tricky to get used to it and stuff, but yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know and I will answer as soon as possible. Have a good one.